Hi everybody, today we're going to talk about breast augmentation, one of the commonest cosmetic surgery operations. Now, our goal is to produce as beautiful a result as possible for the patient with the highest level of safety. Now, we know that it's very important to do the surgery well. Good surgical technique is important in producing a good result with a high level of safety, but just as important is the choice of implant. Which type of breast implant do we use? So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about and compare the different types of breast implants that are commonly in use. So here you see three different designs. This is the round implant, this is the anatomical implant, and this is the Ergonomics implant. Now, the first thing you'll notice is that the texture of the implants is different. We're talking about the texture of the shell of the implant. So these are highly textured implants, also known as macro-textured implants, and this is a very finely textured implant. So it's called a nano-textured implant. Now let's talk about how these different shapes behave and how do they look when they have been implanted in the body. So let's start with the round implant. The round implant was an implant that we used to use many years ago. So we talk about the old days when we used to use the round implant. Now, the round implant is shaped like a dome, as you can see. So this dome shape, when it is placed in the body, the problem is that the upper part of the breast may end up looking a little bit too full. So in profile view, it may bulge a little bit too much in the upper pole of the breast. So that's not the most natural of shapes, because a natural breast does not bulge in the upper part. And this is why the next generation of implant was developed, the anatomical implant. So as you can see, it's not round. It's shaped like a teardrop from the side. When this implant is placed in the body, the upper part of the breast doesn't bulge. So this produces a very natural shape. But the problem with this implant is that in order to create and maintain this shape, the gel in the implant needs to be more firm, more stiff, so that it maintains its shape. So this means that the stiffer gel in this implant doesn't feel as soft as other types of silicone gels. Furthermore, because the implant is stiff, when you lie down, it still maintains the shape. It doesn't move with gravity. So it is somewhat stiff in terms of its movement, or shall we say lack of movement. So this brings us to the Ergonomics implant. Now, it looks like a round implant, but it doesn't behave like a round implant because the gel in this implant is highly sensitive to gravity. So when it's in your body and when you're standing up, the profile is something like this, similar to the anatomical implant. In other words, a natural shape, especially in the upper part of the breast. But because the gel is very sensitive to gravity, this is what happens when you lie down. It moves with gravity, so it has a more natural movement. Furthermore, the gel in this implant is very soft. So basically, this implant feels softer, looks natural, moves naturally. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this brief explanation on the different kinds of breast implants. Stay tuned for more educational videos on plastic surgery.